Hey guys, the 2022 Academy Awards is this weekend, and I could care less. For a lot of people, the Academy Awards is one of the most exciting things that takes place every single year, especially for movie fans. That used to be me too, until recently. And now I have never been as disinterested in the Oscars as I am right now. I don't even think I'm going to watch a single second of the Academy Awards this year. Of course, there are multiple reasons for that. I'll dive into everything. Some of you, I'm sure, are saying, Andrew, you're just making this video to complain about the Oscars. You have no logic behind your reasons, but that's not true. I'm sure, and I guarantee you guys, that if all of you movie lovers like myself had your way with how the Oscars went every single year, you would be more inclined to watch it, but instead, you're watching it, but the only reason you're watching it is because you're trying to convince yourself that it's actually worth watching, when in reality, it's not. So let's discuss why I stopped caring about the Oscars. Several weeks ago, the 2022 Academy Award nominations were revealed, so I decided to go on Instagram and YouTube and look at all these reactions and predictions to the 2022 Oscars. All these people were stoked, they were pumped, they could not wait for the Academy Awards to get there this year. I sat there though, reading all of these articles and watching these videos, looking at these pictures on Instagram with these people's posts, laughing my butt off because I could not care any less this year. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. Here are my reasons for why I don't care anymore. Reason number one, the awards don't determine who's actually the best. This one always cracks me up because people are expecting their favorite actors to get nominated for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor, Best Actress, and Best Supporting Actress, when in reality, the Academy does not give a crap about who you want to be nominated. All they care about is their politics and who they want to be nominated. Like, if the Oscars actually determined who the best actor is, I'm almost positive that Leo DiCaprio would have close to 4 Oscars by now, but he only has 1. And a few of the most outrageous Oscar snubs in recent history that come to mind were Jake Gyllenhaal for his performance in Nightcrawler. Man did not receive a nomination, and I'm pretty sure he still has not won an Academy Award. Not sure how many times he's been nominated, but holy crap, how the heck did the best performance of 2014 not get nominated for Best Actor? And the year before that, he was great in Prisoners alongside Hugh Jackman, who gave an even better performance in that movie, and there was not a single nomination for that film besides Roger Deakins for cinematography. But in the end, it should have been an omen decades ago when Alfred Hitchcock never won an Oscar during his lifetime. That just shows you that people would never get their way with their favorite actors or directors getting nominated or winning their categories. It's just terrible. How could Alfred Hitchcock never win an Oscar? Remember, film is subjective and not objective. People may try to compare greatness in acting to sports greatness when that's impossible. You can't compare the two because there are no stats for acting other than the amount of films that people have acted in. Academy Awards don't really count towards how great you are just because people who are apparently the elitists in Hollywood are determining who the best actors and actresses and movies are out there. It's nothing like sports because sports have stats, and it is more objective than subjective because of those stats. Reason number two, the movies that are nominated each year are movies nobody cares about. This mostly has to do with Best Picture. After all, it's the one that comes at the end of the night. Sure, there are other important categories out there, but nothing comes close to Best Picture. Everyone wants to win Best Picture. Just look at the films that were nominated for Best Picture this year. Belfast, Coda, Drive My Car, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog. Most people have probably never seen any of those movies except maybe The Power of the Dog because it's on Netflix, but it wasn't nearly as big as Don't Look Up, which had a stacked cast. 2020 was even worse. Films like Nomadland, The Father, Minari, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal. And out of the movies I just named, I still haven't seen any of them and probably never will. will. Out of the movies that were nominated for Best Picture that year, I still have only seen The Trial of the Chicago 7 and Mank, neither one of which I like that much. I mean, for Christ's sake, in 2011, a silent film won The Artist. Come on. Like, how can you expect high viewership when all of the movies that you nominate for Best Picture are movies that nobody has seen? People want to see the blockbusters get nominated. They want to see Spider-Man No Way Home and A Quiet Place Part 2, Free Guy, all of those blockbusters that came out last year. They want to see those movies at the Academy Awards. That's what makes it fun. But having movies that nobody has seen or will ever care about, you're not going to get high viewership. I guarantee you this will be one of the lowest viewed Oscar ceremonies in history, and a lot of that has to do with who they nominate. Reason number 3, the people who run the show are a bunch of stuck-up Hollywood elitists. Listen, I love movies. I love a lot of actors and actresses, directors, cinematographers, editors. I love so many people out in Hollywood. But at the same time, with every year that passes, when I watch the Academy Awards, it gets cringier and cringier. It is so fake. It's one of the fakest things you'll ever see on television. It's not even fun to watch. It kind of makes me jealous of these people because they don't seem like they have a single worry in the world. There are way bigger issues happening outside of this room at the Academy Awards. But these people don't seem to recognize anything but themselves. They all seem very, very into what they're about, and nobody should have to deal with that watching this thing every single year. A lot of these people act self-centered, like they own the world. We get it. You're rich, you're talented, you're on top of the world. That's great, but I really don't care. It's so annoying when people are like, oh my God, I love you, Leo. Congratulations. You look so good, whatever. It is the most annoying, disgusting thing to watch on TV. I cannot stand it. I cringe so hard. And of course, reason number 4, the show gets way too political. Well, you probably all saw this coming. How could you not? I thought the award ceremony was supposed to be about movies and celebrating movies and these really talented people, not about things that these people clearly do not care about. Like, it's okay to talk about something that might be an issue in the real world, but it is hilarious because we all know, at least the smart people know, that you probably don't care in reality. You're going home to your $10 million mansion after the show is over, riding on your yacht. You don't actually care about what you're saying. You're just saying it so you don't get canceled or so the people behind the camera don't get upset with you. They want you to say things so they don't get in trouble. It is all a big mess and gets super irritating with every passing ceremony. I understand that people want to say things and make statements, but it is so hard for me to keep a straight face and take them seriously when I know for a fact that these people are extremely rich. They will never have to work another day in their lives if they didn't want to. And if they truly believed in what they were preaching, there probably wouldn't be any of these problems because they would have donated like half of their income since they're so rich. With all the money these people have, they could literally solve a bunch of problems in the world. Instead, they choose not to, though. So basically what we get is a bunch of propaganda shoved down our throats by people who don't actually mean what they're saying. And last year was my breaking point. I watched a little bit of the Oscars and had to turn it off because with every single acceptance speech came more politics brought into the acceptance speech, which I'm not for. I don't need to hear about it. If you want to go onto a news station and talk about that stuff, feel free. But if I'm trying to watch a ceremony about movies and then that celebrates movies, let's just talk about the movies that are being celebrated. A good portion of people were also upset that they took away the Oscars host the last couple of years. I was okay with it though. This year they're bringing it back for some reason. I think there's going to be 3. Why? There's no reason for that. At the very least, having no host meant the politics stuff would be kept to a minimum. You don't need to hear about Jimmy Kimmel and his rants, rambling about Donald Trump and all that stuff. I just don't need to hear about it. So what do you guys think? Are you tired of the Oscar ceremony? Is it getting boring? Are you just sick of seeing these people talk through their teeth and lie with every word they say, or at least most of them? I mean, I'm sure a lot of these people are great guys and girls. I respect a ton of people out in Hollywood. They are very hardworking and extremely talented, but some of the people I just cannot stand, especially during the Oscars every year. Whatever you guys think, be sure to let me down below in the comment section. And of course, as always, if you are new to my channel, click the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.